Good morning. Welcome to the channel. I think I have enough storage space. I put an SD card into this phone yesterday, so hopefully I have plenty of space, but unless something's off. So let's just keep rolling. As I said, welcome to the channel. Gray Cloudy Day is the name of the channel. I do have a second channel called Gray Cloud's Thoughts. You can go find that. I'll try to remember to put a link in the description or something, or in the comments, but I can't guarantee y'all remember that. Gray Cloud's Thoughts has reached over 100 subscribers, and hopefully soon I'll have a stream over there to kind of just celebrate that, and also have a couple people on from the comic book community and talk about comics over there on the second channel. Okay, today, let's get into this. What I'm doing is I'm going to read a little bit from Living a Life of Awareness, and I'm also going to read today's Jesus Calling. Imagine that. It's just going to, I'm just going with what every morning is going to be a little different. I'm feeling the necessity, and also it feels like the Spirit has compelled me to do this over the past couple of weeks. It's just to shift course in the way that I approach doing the morning videos. And that's to help me stay fresh and keep that spark going, like the enjoyment of life, to keep things a little bit changed up, even though I'm doing some of the same things every day, like my walks and any of my chores and things like that. But when it comes to doing the videos, I want to make sure that not just me, but I feel the Spirit. It wants me to enjoy what I do. So if I have to from time to time question and reevaluate how things are being done, or just however the Spirit says, hey, it's time for a change. Okay, I've rambled on enough. Let's do I want to read the Living a Life of Awareness first, and it's a Toltec wisdom book. And I very rarely say this anymore, but if you could remember to hit the like button, I'd appreciate it. I'm remembering to say it. And also, if you haven't subscribed, I appreciate that too. Like I did do that pretty regularly. When I started the channel off, I didn't say anything like that for probably the first year. Then I kind of started doing it. But I realized I really don't do it anymore. I like the organic growth, but sometimes it does help push the videos out if the algorithm, like if the AI hears it in the video that you said hit like and subscribe. I remember years ago creators saying YouTube wants you to really kind of be putting that in the videos. Don't ask me why, but that is a thing, or it used to be. Inner listening. Taking some time for yourself every day is just as important as brushing your teeth or combing your hair. For you to be at your best, take the space and time to simply be. Without deadlines, distractions, or interruptions, when you don't get enough time for yourself, irritability, tiredness, and even burnout can result. Oh yes, Gray Cloud knows all about the burnout. I think a lot of us do. Awareness takes presence, and presence takes inner listening. Inner listening is a learned skill that is most easily practiced in stillness. Once you have discovered the rhythm of inner listening, it becomes integrated into every moment, no matter how busy or loud. Yes, I think that is what I'm supposed to be learning is, and I've been talking about this lately, to stop thinking about, well, where can I be? I wish I had somewhere else to go, or I wish I had something to do today. Well, there's always something to do, even if doing something means doing a little of nothing. Sometimes nothing is something. Anyway, so the practice for that meditation is right now, close your eyes. It says, take 1 minute to simply sit in stillness and listen to the silence within and breathe. Okay, I know that wasn't a minute, but I usually do that in the mornings before I actually put my feet on the floor. Unless it's just getting up to use the bathroom and go right back to bed. But in the mornings, there's a good hour, hour and a half of time before I officially say, okay, I'm completely getting out of bed and I am going to make coffee, or I'm going to make a video, or I'm going to read this devotional, or I'm going to read this book, or whatever. So I can totally relate to that. And I just wanted to do what it said on video for a few seconds. Also, I am using the gimbal right now. It works just as a stand also. I was trying to use, I learned how to use the Smart Follow. So it'll follow, I can set it where it'll follow me back and forth, and then, but that wasn't seeming to be what needs to be for these type of videos. Like, I don't need the camera moving around on me when I'm just trying to read to you guys. I realized that could be distracting. So I'm going to have to learn where that particular function will be most utilized, or what I can do with it without it interfering with the type of video or something I'm doing. I'm also reading that I can live stream through it, but I think because I'm on mobile, it might be limited and I can't do it. I tried it earlier. I tried to connect it through my Restream. And it says you can connect to Restream, but when I'm reading that, it's assuming you're on a PC or a laptop and you have certain software in there, where I am just using a mobile phone and just connecting to Restream and all that. And I was seeming to not be able to figure out how, if I can, to do it through the mobile yet. So that's another thing that eventually, if I can, I'll try to use. Because I might be able to use do some live streams and move around, and the camera looks better and everything. I'm just learning it. Okay, let's do the Jesus Calling real quick. It's July 30th, isn't it? Yeah. Or is it July 20th? Yeah, it's July 30th. It is, isn't it? Yeah. So I read the wrong one to myself. I read yesterday's to myself. I did read it yesterday, but okay, let's just read July 30th. Worship me in the beauty of holiness. I created beauty to declare the existence of my holy being. A magnificent rose, a hauntingly glorious sunset, oceanic splendor. All these things were meant to proclaim my presence in the world. Most people rush past these proclamations without giving them a second thought. Some people use beauty, especially feminine loveliness, to sell their products. Yeah, we know all that about that. Sex sells, don't it? Well, beauty is different, but when I think of selling products with feminine loveliness, it's usually sexualized a lot of times. Even with the men nowadays, isn't it? It's crazy, you know? How precious are my children who are awed by nature's beauty. This opens them up to my holy presence. Even before you knew me personally, you responded to my creation with wonder. This is a gift, and it carries responsibility with it. Declare my glorious being to the world. The whole earth is full of my radiant beauty, my glory. And then there's 3 reference scriptures. Psalm 29, verse 2. 1 Samuel chapter 2, verse 2. Isaiah 6, verse 3. You can look those up. I have not took the time this morning to do it for myself. And I know you can hear bad, gray cloud, whatever. But I have chose to share 2 different things this morning with you. One from Living a Life of Awareness, one from Jesus Calling. And a lot of that has to sharing the Jesus Calling. It spoke to me. I felt like I wanted to share it. But I also found one that I'm going to try to practice today. The stillness and whatever commotion might come up during the day, or non-commotion. I'm going to try to keep that stillness. That's my objective anyway. And I'm liking this, like using the gimbal right now just as the stand to do the video. It's better than what I have been doing, where I've been using a tablet thing that's really not for a phone, but the phone will sit down in there. And then and it don't have a back on it anymore, like a prop up. So I just lean it against something here on the table, and that's how I've been doing the videos. Now I do have a lot of times when you see me live streaming, I'm using this, and you know it's stable. But now I guess I think I could probably live stream using the gimbal, but I wouldn't be able to use the app. That's what it did say. So like I could probably do a live stream and just use this as the stand, but not go through the app. As long as it stabilized and looked like this, it'd be pretty. So I might try that later. I just now realized that might be what I'd have to do when it's with the mobile, because it just said that even on a computer, unless you have software that's compatible with it. But like me being on a mobile, I don't necessarily have the software that they're talking about. I'm just using whatever they use for me to have mobile. So I think I might be able to do a stream where I'm not using the app, but I'm just got the gimbal on and it stabilizes the camera. And then also, like, since I was trying that camera movement thing with the video, I don't know if that would be something I'd want on either, if I could do it on a live stream. Now, that is interesting when you see people do live streams and their camera will move with them, so I don't know. But let's get out of here, man. That was a bunch of boring talk right there, except for the couple things I shared that were kind of deep. Y'all have a good day. Until next time, Mr. Gray Cloud, Sage of the Eternal Moment. Over and out. Ditto.